industrial motor control. Today, we will study on how to connect a direct online magnetic starter. Okay, this is the first connection. Now this starter belongs to full voltage magnetic starter. So you have your power circuit here, and then we have our control circuit here. So you have your circuit breaker, you have your main contacts, you have your heater, and you have your motor. Okay, so this is your power circuit. And then below is your control circuit. You have your overload contact here. Now remember, there is also normally open here. And then you have your push button. Then you have your maintaining contact to maintain the flow of current after releasing your finger from the on button. And then you have your holding or magnetic coil. So this control circuit is connected parallel to your line 1 and line 2. So a control circuit is a single phase. Okay, so I'm going to discuss this with you, then how to connect by following this diagram. So you have your magnetic contactor here. So you have your main contacts. This is your terminal 1, terminal 2, terminal 3. And then, this is your line 1, line 2, line 3, because this is coming from circuit breaker. And this one are your terminal 1, terminal 2, terminal 3 for your motor or load side. And then in this portion here, we have the the overload contact. You have the overload contact here. So in order to, how would you locate the normally open, normally closed contact? You have here. Okay. So you will use your continuity tester. You have this. Remember, this is overload contact. The 95, 96, and then the normally closed is 98. So this is a three terminal overload contact. So you have here. So putting that one there. So that is, so meaning to say that below is your common terminal. This is the 95, and this one is your 96. Okay, look at that, common here, meaning what I am tested there, this one and this one. So of course this is closed, there is continuity. Now how about the normally open? So let us say you have normally open here. So this is your 98, this is your 96, and this is your 95. You have 95, 96, and then you have 98. So how would you locate? You do like this, no? Let us find out the 95. Now this is normally closed, no? So what you will do, you do not know yet where is the 95, 96, but through testing, you will find it out. Like that, wala, no? Like that, wala. So but when I place it here, there is already continuity. So I have tested the 95 and 96. Okay, 95, 96, that is normally closed. So I'm going to trip. So this is your common. So when this is tripped, the contact from normally closed will transfer to normally open. So this is the 95 and this is the 98. So since it is already tripped, so therefore there is continuity here. See? There is continuity. Like that. Now, I will, okay, that there is continuity, no? I will reset. Then test it again. So it go back to normal position. So that is on how to locate the overload contact, the 95, the common, the 96, the normally closed, and then the 98, normally open. Okay? So that is it. Now, for you also to, if that is a new contactor, no problem. But if you think it is already old, used contactors, then what you will do? You better test if that is properly or there is contact. So this is your main contacts here. So of course there is continuity when I post this, no? That one. So meaning it's good. This one. like that, meaning good. This one meaning good. Then you have your auxiliary contact here. So if I'm going to test this one, that is normally closed. When I press that one, of course it will off. So below is your normally open, like that. So meaning to say good. The other one, you have two auxiliary normally open, you have also two auxiliary normally closed contacts. So here, that is normally closed. Okay, so below is normally open. So when you press, that is closed. Now, you can use either of these two. If you prepare to use this portion here, left side, facing that one, it's okay. If you will have this one, it's okay. Because in the book, there is no such, what we call standard. But if you have a contactor that having 4 contacts, 3 main contacts, and 1 auxiliary contact normally open, of course, you will use the auxiliary contact normally open. The number is 13 and 14. But here, either. So it is your preference. Okay? Then, we have also here a push button. Of course, this is a flash type push button. You have to place this in a box. So, this is a brake make push button. I discussed it already, no? Brake make push button, meaning double contact. So, since it is red, so we will use this as our stop button. So, every time there is red, standard, that is off or stop button. So, since this is normally double contact or brake make push button type, then you have 2 contacts here. Here is normally closed, here is normally open. So, look at this. Look at this step. Okay? There you are. So, if I'm going to press this, of course, it will close. It will open rather. And then below, that is normally open, like that. And when I on this one, that is on. But this time, you have double contact, diba? But you will only use the normally closed. So, condemn. There are still other connection where you can use the normally open of your push button. But this time, we will use only the normally closed. And then you have your push. Actually, this push button is the same. No, it's the same. The operation is the same. It differs only to the color of your push button to determine where is the on and where is the off button. So since this is on button or start button, you will use the normally open. As we know that when it is start or on button, it is normally open. Okay? So you will use this. And then maybe after this one, we will go directly on how to connect an indicating lamp here. Now, another one. Things to remember. First, in the contactor, this is big, and then your motor is small, so this is not necessary. So if you want to buy a magnetic contactor, see to it that you know the horsepower of your motor, so that you will buy only a motor intended for that particular horsepower. Because if you have a small horsepower motor, then you will buy a contactor like this. This is expensive, remember that. But there is actually correct size of contactor to be used in that particular horsepower motor, type of motor. Okay? So this is complete, no? You have the magnetic contactor, you have the overload relay to protect your motor from overload, and then you have your push button. Now, I demonstrated this. I'm going to demonstrate this so that you will know how to connect. Remember, I am going to use only the connecting leads, using the alligator clip. So, you will not be lost because you will follow the diagram, no? So, looking the diagram, that would serve as our guide, particularly if you are still new to this. Now, first, you have your contact, the overload contact. Then, we know that this one is what? This is your common, diba? Common, normally closed, normally open. This is the 95. So, remember, 95 is connected directly to line 1. So, you will connect immediately to line 1 so that you will not be lost. Okay? There. But beforehand, before you will use the connecting leads like this, you test this one first from your ohmmeter, because maybe it is cut in the middle, and then your connection is already correct, but when you test it or energize, it will not. Maybe one of the connecting leads is open or cut, so you better test. Okay? Then next, I assume that all of these are having a continuity. And then next, you have your overload, you will go to 96, so this is your 96. Okay? That is your 96. And then, immediately, it will go to normally close sa imo push button. So, where is the normally close? This one. So, I will place it here. Okay? And then, from the normally close, you have here, it will go directly to normally open. It connected series. So, you will use the normally open here. So, I'm going to use this. And then the other end of your, or the other terminal of your push button start or on is connected directly to the line or to the terminal of your holding coil. So you have your terminal of the holding coil here. You have the A1 and you have to A2. So I will connect that to A2. Like that. And then of course line 2, the terminal 2 of your holding coil is connected directly to line 2. So you have here the terminal. You have here the terminal. So if we will consider this as line 1, then this is line 2 and line 3. But this time that is single phase, we will condemn the center. I will use the line 3. So I put here the terminal, then connect it directly to line 3. Remember, I condemn the line 2. But if your preference is line 2, it's okay, no problem. No? Okay, so we are already done this portion here. But remember, this will not work without a maintaining contact. This one, the 1314, or either you will just simply choose. If you will use the normally open here or normally open here, okay, no problem. Now let us see, I will energize this first using the push button without yet the maintaining contact. Then observe what will happen. I am not going to place motor yet, no? But let us test first if that is properly connected. Okay. So I will place this one, no? This one I will place it here. We don't have circuit breaker, so I will connect here and here. So this one, like that, no? Then I will connect to the source. Now remember, this is not yet on because we never press the button. So if I have the power, I mean the load side, the motor here, I will put here line 1 and then line 3. Like that. So it will not work, of course, diba? So I'm going to press the start button. Let us try to find out if this is correct. So I will try to on. There is no continuity. What will happen to this? Oh, there you are. No contact. Okay. So observe. I press the button without the maintaining contact. So look. I will press the button. Remember, this is momentary push button. I will press this one. This will contact here. But when I release, it will go back to normal position. Now, this is normally open. So, who will hold the circuit? Nothing. Because we did not yet connect the normally open or auxiliary contact. Normally open serve as the maintaining contact. Or in electronic, it is called latching contact. So, look at this. Oh. See? It runs, no? But open. So what I'm going to do, I will connect the maintaining contact. Now remember, the maintaining contact or the auxiliary contact normally open is connected parallel to your start or on button. So if this is your maintaining contact, or auxiliary contact normally open, no, below, like that, no, I connect that one here below. Then in the middle here, remember you have the middle, this one here, portion, the portion here. So this is the one, no? So I will place this here. You can also connect. If you don't want here, you can also connect here the same. It will happen the same. Now you have your start here, so I will connect it here. So parallel connected. So when I press the button, then release, the motor is running. Then I will off. Huh? Motor stops. Now again, I will demonstrate to you the normally open. On a button, motor is running. Now I will trip just to test if the overload is working. I will trip, motor stops. So if I'm going to on again, it will not run. So what you will do, you reset, then on again. Okay, so that is magnetic across the line or direct online starter. Okay, so we are only interpreting the diagram here, but this is not the proper way of installing a magnetic starter. We are only interpreting the diagram. So once, you know what is very important for a motor control tender or a technician is you know how to interpret the diagram. Now, we have the diagram, we have the power, we combine already the power and the control circuit. Then the motor now is running because it controls, we have the magnetic starter. So if ever there is an overload there, with the overload relay here, your motor or the whole system is safe. Okay, so that is it. Now immediately I will connect with indicating lamp. Okay, so if we are going to put an indicating lamp, no, in the indicating lamp, when you on the circuit breaker, the power lamp will light. Okay, the power lamp will light immediately without starting the motor yet. It indicates that there is already what, power in the circuit. Then by pressing the push button on, the power is on, the power lamp is on, and at the same time the load lamp is on. So there are already two lamps there, the power lamp and the load lamp. And then if ever there is a trip or there is overload, the power and the load lamp are off, and then only the trip lamp is lighting. It indicates that the motor is in trouble, it is overloaded. Okay, so how it is connected? So you have here, look at this. This one you have your power lamp, another load lamp, then you have your power lamp, and then you have your trip lamp. So what you will do, you connect all here, common. Now remember, when I press the button here, the holding coil is energized. So what you will do, the load lamp here, load lamp, no, just simply connect this parallel to your holding coil. So when this is energized, of course this will also light. And then your power here, power lamp, no, your power lamp will be connected also somewhere here. Okay, look at this. Like that. So when you connect this one, line 1, line 2, you connect it here. Let us see, line 1 and line 2. So when I on the circuit breaker, okay, when I on the circuit breaker, the current will flow here. Look at that, oh. Without pressing the button starting here or the on. Oh, look at this. The current will flow here, and then there is a complete circuit going to your power lamp. You need to say that there is already power or current in the circuit. Then, when you press the button here, this one, close, energize, and at the same time, it will also light. Then, if there is a trip, there is a trip. This is your trip lamp. Okay, this is your trip lamp. There's an overload. So this portion here, you connect like this. Meaning to say, if there is trip, this contact here will transfer it. So once this is off, like for example this one, this is already off, and then this is closed. So automatically, the load, the power, and the holding coil are off. Then only the trip lamp is lighting. So mean to say, the motor is in trouble. So you will reset. So when you reset, this will transfer it immediately here. The power now is again lighting. So switch on, then the load lamp now is also lighting. Okay, so I'm going to connect. Okay, so just look at the way I connect. No, just look at it. Observe. So if you want to do the actual, again, you can do it by coming here in our home, or maybe if we are already allowed to go to our school, then you will connect there. Now I will connect this with the power on. But during your actual, of course, when you connect, do not energize. You off the circuit so that you will be free from any current. But this time, I'm going to connect this with power. And I know what to do. Okay? So first thing that you will do, this is our power, this is our load, and this is our trip. Okay? We will consider this as trip. So again, you connect that in common. All the line 2 connected in common. Okay. Like that. This one is connected in common. That one. Okay, here. We connect this one. So, you connect that to the common terminal here. To your motor, this one. Remember, there is power, no? I demonstrated this with power. But during your practice, do not energize. Off. Then I will connect this to your common terminal. So where is your common terminal here? So you have your trip. So this is your common terminal. Somewhere here, I will connect that in the common terminal. Okay. Now, I'm going to connect the power. Okay. Here. So I'm going to connect the power. The power, oh, sorry. It's true. What happened? Okay. Here. Lost contact. So this is the power. Now remember, the power is connected in 96 or in between the overload relay, overload contact, and the off button. So we have here the off button. Okay? And then connected here. So I will connect. So of course, the lamp will light immediately. So I will off first, I will off. Or rather, excuse me. So, I on the circuit breaker, immediately the lamp is lighting. For instance, I off the circuit breaker. I on the circuit breaker. So it indicates that there is already current flowing in it. Now, how about the load lamp? So the load lamp will be connected here. Okay, load lamp. And then I will connect this to the terminal. Not in the common terminal, but here. So I will on. So of course, the lamp, if the motor is running, the holding coil is energized, at the same time, the load lamp will light. So if you happen to see load lamp is lighting, meaning to say the motor is running. Now, it so happen that there is a trip. Okay? There is a trip, like that. I will connect this to the trip lamp, or the terminal 98. Now, there is a trip happens, or an overload. So trip. Lost contact. And there is a lost contact inside, no? Okay. What happened to this? So, a possibility that there is a loose contact. No, you see, it is lighting. So, trip. So, what you will do, when I reset this one, this will off, this will on again. Then, switch on. The lamp is lighting. So, magnetic across the line, direct on line with indicating lamps. So, this is the diagram. This is the diagram. But sometimes, we need to complicate it. There are some electricians, they don't like that the power lamp is lighting while the load lamp is also lighting. They want it one at a time. So once this will light, this will off. But how would you off? Okay, we can do that. So this time, we will use an auxiliary contact, normally closed. But we have normally closed auxiliary contact. So what I need to do, I will place here an auxiliary contact, normally closed. Of course, when it is energized, excuse me, this portion here, when this is energized, this will open. Of course, the power lamp will also off. So look at this. Okay, I will off. Then I will connect what? Auxiliary contact, normally open. No, I rather normally closed. So you have your normally closed. Okay. Then we have here the power lamp. Look at this. This is your power lamp. I will connect this here. And then this one will be connected. Go back to the terminal of your, between the relay and the push button. Okay, look at this. So I already connected this. Our purpose, when the motor is running, the power is no longer lighting. Okay, the power lamp. So look at this. Oh, sorry. So here it is. See? So we are now utilizing the auxiliary contact, normally closed. So only indicating, or rather the load lamp is lighting. So that is on how to connect your magnetic across the line or direct online magnetic starter. Now, I will also show you my connected contact here. This is already contacted. No, I connected this. Come on. It removes here. I have here the one that I connected. You have the another type of push button, the on and off. But of course, you have to place this in a box. No, I am not using alligator clip, but I immediately wire it. But you will notice the way I wire, no, dangling. It is not properly done. But this is only to interpret the diagram. But if this is housed in an enclosure, then of course I have to arrange all the wires. Okay. You have the on and then you have the off button. Okay, on and the off button. So if you have a box, you will put that, then you can only see the on and off. And then the connection are the same. Okay, so that is the magnetic across the line or direct online starter. Thank you and good day.